Right, so I'm going to have to close these trades here. The Euro trade just kind of went against me, and the DAX trade's running very, very well. Filled in that gap. It probably is going to go on target and run these highs, but we have to be thinking about our risk management. So in other words, if Euro trade loses, the balance of the account goes down to 96,087. That's 4% down. Whereas, given how I've been able to manage the trades today, you've seen me get into a couple of trades and close them out early and think about repositioning, thinking about, can I increase my risk to reward here? Okay, I'll wait in the 50-minute entry and all that sort of stuff. Never really materialized as like the strength never kicked in the way that I would have liked. So I'm just going to have to go ahead and close these trades now. And that means I'm starting tomorrow. I'm ending the day at scratch. There's nothing gained. There's nothing lost. It's a scratch day. Right? We're back at where I started today. But now I also know that the DAX trade has filled in the gap, and it's also at the previous week EQ. Okay, so it's at a key level. It could very well, get a pullback from here, and I'll look to re-enter into this trade tomorrow. And the reason I've closed that trade out is to manage the risk, right? It's to reduce my downside, right? And it's not about getting onto the trade there and saying, I think this trade's gonna fucking rocket here. I'm just gonna hold it out. I could have held that DAX trade, and it probably looks like it's gonna run pretty well. Right? That's a 5-hour trade there that I've had to close. So, but I had to put the priority. I had to get the priority straight, so to speak. The priority is to manage the downside. So I've been able to. And in all fairness, this also pointed out the fact that I've spent around, if you include these videos, it's obviously going to be longer, right? If you take out the fact that I've had to sit down and record videos, what I would actually be doing on the screen today took me around maybe half an hour all in at the screen trading, if even that. More likely 20 minutes, right? Because the video this morning, and me setting up my plan, throwing a few alerts on stuff, that wouldn't even take me nowhere near as long as that on the video. I'm obviously just breaking it down for you. So theoretically, I'm able to trade like this, and I would say this is me being a bit certainly more aggressive. And I'm also flat out doing other stuff, and I've got a lot planned on that I have to get ready before fucking Friday. So I'm doing all that as well, and I'm able to cram all this in, and it just goes to show you, look, today may not have been a profitable day. It wasn't a losing day. The risk was managed. Come back again, go again tomorrow, right? And that's the nature of it, right? So I really hope you pick up on the points that I'm making in these videos. The outcome of this particular challenge or any future challenge or anything should not matter. You should only be focusing on managing your risk and maximizing your risk to reward. Getting into trades that it's almost screaming at you, like, if you don't get in here now, you're a fucking moron. Like that gold trade, right? Had to get in, right? And then there's a whole bunch of different things that can occur. It doesn't mean the strategy doesn't work. It doesn't mean the strategy is not profitable. It just means that there's disagreements that are like there's randomness that's occurring in the markets, fluctuations that we cannot account for. Nobody can account for. That there's things like there's large players who can dump or buy at any moment, right? And they can start to really push our nuke price, for whatever reasons they may have. I already gave you the example of a guy who could have inherited a lot of stocks, right? And he just wants to sell it, cover all his debts, buy himself a house or whatever. That happens every single day. There's so many things happening across the board that it's not just a straight up or down. Right there. I'll just continue this video in the next part.